Good morning, my dearest children. It's been a while that we have not been able to interact due to some avoidable circumstances, and I hope that you all are in sound health and safe at home. Today, I'm going to do the poem in English literature, the chapter 7, Squirrel. I had told you to learn the underlined words from the poem and to learn the poem. Hope you have done it. So today I am going to explain about the poem Squirrel. Before I explain the poem, I would like to briefly explain about the squirrel. Children, have you ever seen a squirrel? I'm sure many of you must have seen. It's a rodent. Means small, medium-sized animal like the rat, the mice and the porcupine. There are varieties of them. There are tree squirrel, ground squirrel and flying squirrel. They live for 10 to 18 years, but it depends on the breed, okay? Some of them can live for 6 to 4 years too. They have slender body with bushy tails. The beauty of the squirrel is its tail. It's very bushy. And they have very soft and silky fur. They mostly live on trees and they often find nuts and for their food, and sometimes they eat birds' eggs. Some people keep them as pet. I'll be posting a video related to squirrel. Please watch the video and this will help you understand what a squirrel is. So here in this poem, The Squirrel, written by Mary Anna Huberman. It's a gray squirrel, okay? Mary Ann is an American author. She wrote about 30 children's books. She was born on 12 August 1930 in Stamford in the United States of America. She was awarded the National Book Award for Children's Book. So, before we proceed with the poem, I would just like to read the poem once for you. Please turn to page number 69 in your English literature book, The Roots, okay? Please turn to page number 69. I'm sure you have your book with you. Squirrel. Gray squirrel, small beast, storing up a winter's feast, hides 100 nuts at least, nook and cranny stuck with seed, tuck away for winter's need, acorns stuck in hole and crack. Will he ever get them back? When the snow is piled up high and the year is at December, can he really still remember where he hid them in September? I've watched him from my window and he always seems to know where the food he hid in winter, waiting buried deep beneath the snow. And I wonder, do you wonder how he knows where he must go? So this is the poem. Remember children, when we were doing the poem Water Cycle, we were doing the rhyming words. Here also there are rhyming words. I just want to show them to you. If you look the first verse, you will see beast, feast, least. These are the rhyming words. And then number 2, verse number 2, seed and need, crack and back. And in verse number 3, December, remember. Number 4, window, no, snow. So these are the rhyming words. According to the poet, the time when she saw this gray squirrel, it was in September when there was snow. The weather was clear, and so the squirrel was looking for food. So as the poet was looking through the window, she saw this gray squirrel storing up food for the winter before it started snowing. The squirrel was picking up nuts and hid almost 100 nuts in every nook. You know what is a nook? A nook is a hiding place. And cranny. A cranny is a small hiding place or a small hole. The squirrel was picking up acorn nuts. It's a nuts from the oak trees. When the poet was watching the tiny creature, the poet started to wonder how the small squirrel that was hiding all the nuts in the ground, would it ever find where it had hidden the nuts when the snow piled up in December? But you know what happened? To the poet's surprise, when the snow piled up and all the nuts were buried beneath the snow, the squirrel came and then it went straight to the place where it had hidden the nuts. It dug out and took out the nuts from there. When the poet saw that the squirrel had taken out the nuts from exactly the place where it had hidden it in September, this act of the squirrel made the poet wonder more. And in this poem, in the last stanza, you will see the poet is asking you and me, and I wonder, do you wonder? He's asking you and me whether you also sometimes think how the squirrel could find the nuts that it has hidden 3 months ago, and that nuts was under or beneath the snow. The snow will pile up during December, but it still could find the nuts. How did the squirrel manage to find the nuts? I used to think also, and I'm sure you must be thinking also, even the poet also thought the same. But you know, the squirrel, they have very strong sense of smell. They can smell. When they sniff, they could remember or they could find where they have hidden. Moreover, the squirrel not only have a good or a strong sense of smell, they also have very, very strong memory. So that's why they are able to find the nuts that they have hidden. So this is the story of this clever squirrel, and I'm sure you like it, children. That's all for today. I just want you to read the poem by heart, and then please copy the poem in your English literature copy. And I would like you to do like we used to do in the class. I would like you to do exactly here the same like here. You write the poem here, the heading, and don't forget to write the name of the poet also, and draw here like this. I'm sure some of you are very good in drawing, I know that. So one side write the poem and one side draw the picture in your book. Okay children, bye bye for now. Take care, stay safe.